Okay, we,
What habits to eliminate?
we just got an alarm. This is a demo of Time Creator. So right now we get an alarm, and in this is the main dialogue. And in here it tells us enter what you did and press save. So every 15 minutes, it's 5:15 p.m. We get an alarm. We get a notification. The screen turns red in this case. It's not always red, but and what have I been doing? So right now what I'm doing is I'll show you what I'm doing. So I have a list of today's goals, and I also can randomly select it. So it did Time create a video of where I am each Saturday. So if I press this K link, this is a bunch of links that do things. We'll talk a little bit about Listy, but this is for today. So I'm going to press Time Track. It's going to go to a different screen, and I don't really pay much attention to it. I haven't been using it much, but if I go to, it didn't work. Oh, you know, it didn't work. It should have worked, but it doesn't work because we're stopped right now. You notice this is not moving, so that's why it didn't work. Okay, so that's a bug I got to fix. And I'll show you how I would enter that. So this today goal, let's say fix bug when alarm is stopped. Can't use tracking. Link. So we can add things to this list, and that also is a bug. It's just showed my check things. I can say, just show me the things that I haven't done. Oh, and I got to take a picture of my meal, which I almost forgot. You don't care about that. So I'm having bulletproof coffee or keto coffee. It comes up. Okay, so we took it. Oh, wow. Been really bad about doing that. So here's the task we had. I'm going to just type in, I'll just type in miscellaneous. And you notice it went gray as I typed, just to show you that I have something that hasn't been saved. Miscellaneous stuff. Let's see. Planning. And to save this, I would press save. And we can look at what I did today. And at 5:18 on 7-Eleven, it put that I was planning for 7 minutes. And it has a comment field. So just some of the fields. So, and it doesn't erase it also. Oh, this is so funny. Now it came up because now the code was loaded. So it says TC, and I don't like TC. I use that 15-minute. And if you notice, it came up pretty fast. I have a system called Auto Hotkey, which I'm going to talk about in maybe this video. But it's a great system. Highly recommend it. Saves a lot of time, and that's what this is all about, is saving time. Okay? To do things quicker, do more. As I sip my bulletproof coffee. Okay, so this is what we're working on. I can save it now, and you notice it goes white. I don't know if that makes sense. And if we press today, we'll see that I was doing it for 1 minute, but it doesn't erase it because I could keep pressing save, save, save every time. This is a shortcut bar, and I have shortcuts, two types of shortcuts. Some shortcuts are down here. It's not that important now, so I have a bunch of shortcuts. This is the menu here, and then I have all these different shortcuts. You can hover over them, see what they are. At some point, the user will be able to set up their own shortcuts and enter today's. So I usually use this for today's or the hour's goal or a shortcut. So let's try it as a shortcut. So the shortcut I have is JG for July's goal, and I just have to fix this. I want to enter, but I press tab and it brings up my July's goal. So this is just a list in Listy. Now I can see that it's showing all the check things. So let's fix that right now. Let's fix that to only show unchecked. Now unchecked has to have filtered unchecked. So we're going to add this. We're going to find the shortcut. And to get the shortcut, you type in SC. You don't enter SC bracket. I'm going to press enter. Press the bracket. So you type SC. This is going to be the last one I added. I'm going to make this a little wider so the alignment looks better. So here's July goals, and these links allow me, this creates a sublist, this changes it, deletes it, moves it up, moves it down, moves it to the top, tracks it, and this does a priority setting. So let's change this. We're going to add that filter equal unchecked. Change. And now, if we come back here, and it doesn't erase it, so I press tab again. It opens up in a new tab, and now you see it's unchecked. And then to randomly select something, I just press random here, and it'll highlight it in green. So it did pick. So I was looking at so this is July's goals. So within that, I set up a list for today's goals. And you can see here's the whole thing. Top projects, 15-minute previous day summary, July's goals. And this is the one we're doing. So now I don't want that to come up next time, so I'll just check it, and it should go away. So we're doing this video right now. It says a 15-minute video, and you can see it's 5:22. This updates every 5 seconds approximately, so it should be 38. This is the last time I updated it, was at 5:19. And this will remain, but this comment here, so within the video I could put down something I'm working on, and then here I usually just put stuff. If I'm thinking of something, I could add it to here, just to say, like it's like a scratch pad, if you think of it, a whiteboard. So time tracking is basically every 15 minutes we're going to get a notification. And even if this was minimized, I have it set up so it pops up. And one thing I like to do, let's see if we have, and you notice there's something called a top window. So if I click this, this comes on top, or this comes on top. So to get this to be a top window, I used Auto Hotkey and I'm pressing Control Shift. And now if I I'm clicking here, nothing's happening. And even if you'll see, even if I drag it over, it's going to go, so I'm dragging it, it's going underneath. So this window is always on top, which could be useful. So let's continue. So if I did want to write down stuff for the demo, I can create a new list. And I can write down, we're going to demo time tracking. Reports of time tracking. We do checklists. Goals. Okay, so now what happened just now is that I have goals set up as a shortcut, so it came to here, and that's not what I wanted. So this is just a list of goals. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add this, copy this to the clipboard. We're going to go back. We're going to go to July's goals. Probably should be within goals if I had a better list. and we're just going to put another list called miscellaneous goals. And if I put comma and then paste, so if I have text, comma, and then a link, what happens is it's going to create a hyperlink. These things I have to clean up. And there it is, miscellaneous goals. And if I click it, we go back to that sheet. And just to show you, there's a bunch of filters here. So I click fun, bad habit, health, and they're all very easy to set up. I'll show you that right now. Okay, so we're still working on the demo. So let's show checklists. So we can go back here. So how does this work? How do I get checklists? So any list has a number of areas. So we have just the parts of the list. We have this navigation. So I have this doesn't work, but this, and that's not working right now, but I have a subheader. I could show additional links. Let's just do it right now. Let's say, okay, I don't want to do this. Anyway, I won't do that now, but I can create a subheader, a user-defined subheader that will show below here. Then I have, if I want to make this a public list, so right now it's private, you can't see it. If you type this in, and I'll even do it at a different browser. And you're seeing it's still the topmost window, so there is over here. And it's going to tell me, hopefully, that it's not available. So it's not available to me because I'm not signed into this particular browser. Now, I also have a shortcut key. I don't know if it's going to work. Control-Shift-L. No, it's not set up right. This needs a little work. But you see, one problem is if I want to find that window, where is it? It's probably this one. No, it's not that one. Could be that one. Yeah, so here it is. And you notice this icon tells me. So in terms for this to work, let's try it again. Control-Shift-L. Yeah, there it goes. So Control-Shift-L takes you to the first window of the last. Let me see. Try it again. Control-Shift-L. No, it's not working. I have another window that's coming up. Let me close that. Try it again. Control-Shift-L, and there it comes. And if it was here.
What habits to eliminate?
And I'm not sure why I played that, but we'll do it again. Control-Shift-L. So it's a quick way. Takes a second to come here. And this is a bug. I don't know why it's doing that. Putting the word work in there. So I probably have Control-Shift-L also set up to the word work. Okay. So what else could we show? So the whole point is to be able to do stuff, have a list, check it off, and here's some of the other things I have to do. Return library book. So basically, and then I have a bunch of links here. Okay, so I was going to show you how this checklist gets set up. So, okay, so this is nav. There's a sub nav that you can't see. Let me pause this a second. Okay, so I set it up so it'll work right now. So if I click hide show subheader, we have a whole list, and this is all user defined.
If you do what you've done, you get what you got.
So this could be better. Basically, anytime you get this pop-up, it's notifying me to enter my time. And again, it's right here. All I have to, it's red. All I have to do is press save. I can also press Control Enter. which I just did, and we'll look at today. Did I click the wrong thing? Okay, so here's the list of what I did today. Right. So we could see I started, so this is the date I entered the time, so 945 minutes I did something and I didn't track it. It's sleeping, and then these are all the things every 15 minutes. So the whole idea is every 15 minutes it prompts you. You can see this was 15 minutes, this was before, 30, 15. So you can see it's pretty much. I did go on a bike ride today, and I can see 12 minutes prep, 91 minutes on the bike ride, and some time there. So this is details. Then we have a status format. So this is showing me a report between 7:11 and 7:12. Today's the 11th, so it's a little misleading, just so it won't show anything just for the 11th. And I could see, so this is the project I'm showing you right now, and you can see it shows me I worked on it for 0.9 hours. And these are the details of it. Status format, so it shows me I could see the comment, I could see the hours, but now these two things, what if I wanted to combine them? So if I wanted to combine these and these two also, how long was that? It was 12 minutes, and this should be 10 minutes. So I can do grouped, and it'll just combine these two and combine the minutes. And as you see, it did 12 and it did that. I have minutes and hours. So I can see I spent time on this project. I did some sort of auto sign-in bug, previous day summary, and this is what we're doing right now for 89 hours, miscellaneous, some planning, a bug, and these are all keywords. And this is a bug where it says or, and the way it works is if I click the categories, I'm going to hide this. So you need a list called 15-minute cats. I'm not sure if this is going to work for you right now. And then you just add a bunch of lists. The first item is just the category, and then you add a bunch of comma-separated keywords. And so under the home section, it's going to look for rule diet, 15 minutes, KP4 is going to show me anytime it finds this keyword, it's going to do the time. Home 2, work, software, tools, and goals. So these are the things. I could add anything else I wanted to here, and it'll automatically pick it up with the category. Maybe we'll add another category just to see that. I'm going to come here. There's also a link here to yesterday, and this demo link will bring up this demo we're doing right now when I'm finished, feedback. And there's also a simpler version too, which just what I'm going to also do is give you the ability to hide certain fields. So right now, when I first started, I just started with this, where I just tracked my time, and then I added a comment, and then I added this field, and I added that, and so there's a way to customize it. It'll make it a little easier for new users, and these buttons, you're not really seeing what they do. Some of them I need to get rid of. I can get rid of the sound if I wanted here, and then if I wanted to tweet it, I can actually hear. So we'll tweet it the next next alarm. Let's go back to today. So we did the status format, we looked at the group. You notice the comment disappears. I just wanted to go back for a second. So there's also a way these links are automatic. Money, check what idea is doing the best, and so let's see what it comes up. And it came up to this, so not really what I wanted to show you. But anyway, so it's a very easy. I didn't have to do much. I guess I'll show that. So we did the status grouped. Again, you lose the comment, so you'll see it's going to lose it because it doesn't have the ability. I can see health. I spent 1.7 hours, 75 hours on my health. Money, So this is good. I track, which I just invested. I wanted to up this, so I spent 3 hours on trying to make money. Work. This is missing something. Here it is. Oh, prep. So these are all the categories under work. Prep, plan, work. So this is actually, I spent 30 minutes doing some stuff for work today on a Saturday. And this category shows me everything I've tracked. So I've tracked 9.74 hours today. These are all of the tasks. And then any software. And the software category is website. If the word website is anywhere. And you might not see the word website here, but it could be in the comment. Tools had nothing. Goals. Declutter, you can see I spent a half hour. Decluttered some boxes. Health also comes up here, and that's it. So that's grouped. Then I can see hourly what I did. So I could see what I did at 7, how many minutes, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3. I tried to fix this. It was kind of hard. I'll probably one day. And this is the total of each hour. It's interesting that from 10 o'clock it went past. So the total hours listed under 10 is more. And this is a start time, where the other ones are the end time. So basically I take that time and subtract how long it took. So this actually, if we looked at this, it should be at a different time. So this is a list on each hour. What did I do yesterday? Today, each hour. I was in the bathroom for 42 minutes. That sounds like a lot. 9 o'clock, I was looking which idea was the best. And not only do I have that, I could look at the details. So here's some details. What was that? Bathroom one. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. And here you can see with the comment, I could get a better idea. Same thing here. And then I could see also the largest to smallest. So it does hide this one right now. So if something's greater than a certain amount of time, I don't remember exactly how much, it hides it, but it shows it here. So the longest thing I took a nap, wow, it was that long, 1.88 hours. So one of my goals is to reduce my nap time. And I do have other things, that charts and stuff. I want to show how much time I spent in a time balanced fashion, and I'm going to add that to my to-do list right now. And it's July goals. I'm going to include show pie and trend charts. There's one other thing I've just remembered. I also have software, like I can track how long I'm working on the software. And let's say okay, so anything else to show? Yeah, so basically, we're going to tweet at in 6 minutes. So it's 5:30. This was less. We did less at 5:30. So you get a 15-minute timer. Demo would have this yesterday. Would be yesterday. Reports. See what that does. If that's working. You won't see it like this. It'll look different. So it'll look. Let's bring it up and show you what it looks like. So you see, there's a public list. And it's being hidden. So we'll paste it here. You see it is different. This hopefully won't work. I've got to clean that up. It's a little ugly looking. Pie chart. Oh, okay, so I do have stuff here. Okay, so we're going to go back. See if the Control-Shift-L works. And it did. So let's look at the pie chart. That's not a pie chart. So that's a trend chart. So it looks like this is how much time I've tracked per day. July 11th, 5 hours. 18 hours, I'm not sure, but I can see it's going down, which is not good. So that wasn't right. Today, yesterday, saw these yesterday's status, group status, create categories. I can do a previous week. Gotta up these. So let's go to yesterday. And if I want to do the previous week, I can just do W, I think. Yeah, look at that. There's nothing embarrassing. You can see there's a whole week of what I did. I can show, I can group it. And so I can see what I did for the whole previous, that didn't work. Let's change date. And I'm going to fix all of these bugs eventually, hopefully. Here it is, 6:28 to 7:5. You can see I just spent 6 hours for this previous week on this. List these in other software, miscellaneous, etc., etc., bug. So, okay, so that's really I'll let one more alarm come up before I end it. Let's see, anything else we have? We went through all of this. Well, let me show the summary. So I have another list, another shortcut, and we have it up here somewhere. Summary, day summary by date. So in here I have a list of what I did 7/11. Let's say I had today. Not sure where I'm getting that. So 7/11. We'll add it. So it's not blue because we haven't done anything. Let's click this one just to take a look at it. So you can see it's like a pre-formatted report. So now if I want to create I'll show you a few ways. I can do new list. And so now I have a blank list, but I want to add a comment to it. So I want to type in stuff here, right? So this will be my report. So I can type whatever I want here, and it looks like that. But I have a concept called templates, where I have a template that I'm going to include in here. And the way to do that right now, this is going to need more work. Let me get back to it. Okay, so what I do is, if I enter the shortcut, so most of these shortcuts I could type in N1, C1, D1, T1, etc. But I can also do M for comment, and that was 20. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a comment on this list, and it's going to pull in a template, this template here. So it's going to pull this whole thing in, and it's just going to copy it right in. I'm going to fix that template actually. It says Thursday, but it should say day of week. I don't know. Could you give me a second? Okay, you didn't hear that because my son. Okay, so you notice that it says no sound, so this WAV file has no sound, which we said we were going to do. And we're going to save it. Now, this is one thing, when it hits, this is I got to fix a little bit, but I want to create this more of an hourly thing also. So at the end of the hour, 45 minutes, I give you a yellow screen so you know that your hour is almost up. You should finish up what you're going to do. And then at 55, it's going to turn orange, which means you got 5 minutes left. So in this, you can put your hourly goal up here. So we didn't get a sound, but when I press save, it's gonna tweak this, and it's still, you don't have to, you could adjust it if you want. We could delete it. And here it is, 15 minutes of Wareham each Saturday. And I put tweet, and there it is. In a GIF. Anyway, I'm just getting sucked into Twitter. And just another thing that I got a bunch of I got a retweet. Okay, so I showed you that the timer is going again, and it'll just stay orange until. And just some of the things is I have used icons so you could find things easily. So E means we're editing something. So here's okay. So this we're going to update this. So we changed this to day of the week, and to get rid of these goals. This never seemed to be useful. Could, you know. And I have a couple of buttons here. I think, is this the right one? B2. I think it's this one. We'll put a bold before and after. And you could also do Control B. And so we save this. We update it. And now, if we go to the summary, and if we do M20, there it is. It starts, it just includes that entry here, and then I could just write my status report. Saturday, what I accomplished, I'll put here. I mean, I know right now that I biked. What else did I do? I'm kind of trying to not napped. Decluttered a little bit. So that's the basics, and so each day I try to come through here and update this to see what I did and summarize it. I'm trying to automate this a little bit. Oh, let me just show you one last thing. This is work in progress. We'll see what we did today. Okay, so this is a list of the things I did today. So I'm going to say 7-Eleven. There's a start change at. There it is. So this is what I did. It shows me the length that opened. I can see how many I changed, what version this was, an estimate, some other things I worked on. So I did enable the Google Analytics. And that's all I have for today. We'll wait 2 more minutes and we'll see. I'll work on this while we're waiting because we're going to get an orange screen. And we'll do. Yeah, we can click the summary. I'm sorry, today. See what we did today. So I fixed auto sign on. Fix auto sign on. And if I enter an asterisk in the comment, it'll turn it into a LI tag, which will look eventually like. We'll save it. You'll see it'll update it. And if we update it, get a little bullet. And I'm trying to get this more so it has my day's goals in it. So it took me 29 minutes to do a previous day summary, which I'm trying to reduce. Demo. What else? Some planning. I got that one. Health. We did the bike ride. Got that. Okay, so now you see it's turned orange. I got 4 minutes to the end of the hour. And I'll stop at exactly. And then in terms of money, I spent truck idea, which is doing best, figure out the traffic. It seemed like a long time. Yeah, I didn't like the Google software. It was a little hard to use. It took me 3 hours. That seems like a long time. A long time in the bathroom. So, I could try to find ways to shorten this. Hour 12. This seems long. But maybe that's what I did. It took me 12 minutes to prep for my bike. And I did some work. This is the entire list of things I did. Fun, software, decluttered. You see I spent a half hour decluttering, health and everything. I'm going to put health, blood sugar 112, 8 just nuts. Garlic nuts. And if I save it, it's gonna clear this out, because in theory every time I did that, did it again. Okay, so that's really all I have for right now. We'll get rid of this, get rid of this one. Okay, so yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll just post this, check it. I'm going to check it and then post it. Take care, everybody.